Right now, your dog is watching you. Not the way you watch TV, not the way you glance at your phone. Your dog is studying you, reading micro expressions, tracking your breathing, cataloging your scent, running a real-time analysis of your emotional state that no technology on earth can replicate. And here's the part that should stop you cold. They've been doing this your whole life together, sending messages, making requests, telling you things that matter. And most of us haven't heard a single word. Today, that changes. We're going through 16 dog behaviors that science has finally decoded, and what they reveal about your dog will completely reshape how you see them. Some of these will make you feel guilty. Some will make you emotional. And one will make you question everything you thought you knew about what your dog feels for you. Stay to the end. You'll understand why. Welcome back to Just Pet TV. If you're new here, subscribe now, because this channel exists for one reason: to close the gap between humans and the animals who have chosen to share their lives with us. Let's get into it. Behavior number 1. Why your dog sits on your feet. Not beside your feet. Not near your feet. On them. You felt it. That warm, solid weight pressing down like a gentle anchor. And you probably said, oh, they just want warmth, and moved on. But you were only halfway right. And the other half is extraordinary. Your feet carry the most concentrated, undiluted version of your personal scent anywhere on your body. To your dog's nose, which operates somewhere between 10,000 and 100,000 times more sensitively than yours, your feet are essentially a broadcast tower tuned exclusively to you. By sitting directly on them, your dog isn't just seeking comfort. They are immersing themselves in the most powerful version of your presence that exists in the physical world. But the science goes deeper. Physical contact with a trusted human triggers the release of oxytocin in dogs, the same bonding neurochemical that fires between a mother and her infant. The same hormone, the same brain response. When strangers enter the room and your dog presses harder onto your feet, that isn't clinginess. That is a declaration, a public statement to everyone in that space. This human is mine. They are accounted for. We are a unit. Almost every behavior on this list connects back to that same root: trust, safety, and a bond that runs deeper than words can reach. Behavior number 2. Why your dog growls when you wake them up. This behavior has ended relationships between dogs and their families. It has put healthy, loving animals in shelters. It has been called aggression. It has been called dangerous. It is neither. Here is the neuroscience, and once you understand it, the fear disappears entirely. During deep sleep, the region of the brain responsible for recognizing familiar faces and suppressing threat responses goes nearly offline. When a sleeping dog is touched suddenly and without warning, the brainstem fires a defensive response before the conscious mind has even surfaced. That growl? Your dog doesn't know it's you yet. Watch what happens next, every single time. Within 2 seconds, the tail begins to move, the eyes soften. The dog may push their nose into your hand. That is the moment consciousness catches up. That is your dog realizing what just happened. Punishing this response is one of the most psychologically damaging things an owner can do, not because it's cruel, but because of what it teaches. You are not teaching the dog to stop growling. You are teaching them that sleeping near you is a threat. The fix is simple. Always use your voice first. Speak before you touch. Give them the half second they need to surface. The growl disappears on its own. Every time. Behavior number 3. Why your dog eats dirt. Before you call it disgusting, hear this. Geophagy, the deliberate consumption of soil, is documented in wolves, elephants, gorillas, chimpanzees, and dozens of other species across the animal kingdom. This is not random. This is not malfunction. Soil contains iron, zinc, magnesium, and calcium, minerals that are frequently insufficient in commercial dog food, regardless of what the packaging claims. Your dog isn't broken. Their body is sending a signal, and they are following it with biochemical precision. Clay-rich soil, in particular, contains natural detoxifying compounds that bind to gastrointestinal irritants, functioning much like activated charcoal does in veterinary medicine. Pregnant dogs that chew plaster from walls, they're targeting the calcium in the material to compensate for a real, measurable physiological deficit. Before you correct this behavior, get blood work done. If the mineral panel comes back completely normal, then this becomes a conversation about mental stimulation and boredom. But assume the body is communicating first. It almost always is. This human is mine.
Eating is a communal act, governed by hierarchy and protected by mutual watchfulness. Your dog isn't waiting for permission in some submissive sense. They are requesting a sentinel, someone to stand guard while they are at their most vulnerable. Your presence doesn't just grant permission, it activates the neurological safety state that makes eating feel safe at all. The problem arises during extended absences. A dog that has only ever eaten with you present can develop genuine food refusal and distress when you're away. If this is your dog, start introducing brief, calm departures during meals now, before a crisis forces the issue. Behavior number 6, the zoomies. Nothing is wrong. That frantic, apparently random sprint through your living room, knocking over furniture, sliding on floors, eyes wild, has a name. Scientists call it a frenetic random activity period, FRAP, and it happens for a precise biological reason. Dogs were engineered over thousands of years of evolution to cover up to 30 miles per day. The domestic dog covers 30 feet of hallway. The gap between biological capacity and lived reality means
Energy accumulates in the nervous system continuously, and when it hits a threshold, the motor system forces a full discharge. Zoomies peak on low-activity evenings, after baths, and after periods of emotional tension in the household. During them, your dog's pupils dilate, their ears flatten, and they enter a state of controlled chaos that lasts between 3 and 8 minutes. And then they collapse, almost instantly, into deep sleep. This is healthy. This is regulation. This is your dog's nervous system doing exactly what it needs to do. Your only job? Move the breakables. Behavior number 7. Why your dog hides treats in your bed. You found things under your pillow that raised serious questions. Here's the answer. Your bed holds the highest concentration of your scent anywhere in the house. To your dog's olfactory system, it is the most heavily claimed, most thoroughly protected territory in the entire home. By canine logic, it is the most secure vault available. The hoarding instinct itself is ancient. It exists because food availability in the wild is unpredictable, and competition is real. This behavior persists in dogs that have never gone a single day without food, because instinct doesn't wait for necessity to justify itself. The forgetting is also real. Spatial memory for cache locations in dogs is genuinely inconsistent. Your dog may have absolutely no idea that there is something fossilized between your mattress and the wall right now. Regular inspections. No punishment. The instinct operates below conscious decision-making, and it cannot be reasoned with. Behavior number 8. Why your dog whimpers when you cry. In 2018, researchers at the University of London published findings that confirmed what dog owners had felt for centuries, but science had struggled to formally prove. Dogs respond to human emotional distress with what the study described as empathic concern. Not just learned association, but something functionally analogous to compassion. When you cry, 3 things change simultaneously that your dog detects before you've made a sound. Your breathing pattern shifts, your heart rate changes, and the hormonal signature of your skin and tears alters in ways that register as a distress signal to your dog's nose. They don't understand the source of your pain, but they feel the weight of it. The whimper you hear is their own distress response, triggered directly by yours.
Some dogs lick your face. Some bring you objects. Because in their behavioral framework, bringing resources is a crisis response. Some simply press their body into yours and go completely still. Different expressions, same sentence. I'm here. I feel it too. Behavior number 9.
Why your dog lies on your suitcase. We promised you this one earlier. Here it is. Your dog has made one of the most precise associative connections in their entire behavioral repertoire. Suitcase equals your disappearance. The moment that luggage appears, their entire strategy shifts, because from their perspective, the threat is real and time is short. Lying on the suitcase is not dramatic. It is logical. If the suitcase cannot be packed, the departure cannot happen. With the tools available, it is an elegant solution. The secondary behavior, pressing their body into your clothing, your shoes, anything you're packing, is olfactory marking in both directions simultaneously. Their scent on your things, your scent deeper into their coat. A biochemical version of holding on.
Dogs that escalate to hiding your keys or urinating on your luggage are not acting out of spite. They are in genuine panic. That behavior deserves compassion and a real desensitization protocol, not punishment that compounds the fear. Behavior number 10. Why your dog licks the air. Dogs possess an organ that humans don't have, the vomeronasal organ, located in the roof of the mouth. It detects chemical compounds that standard olfaction misses entirely. Air licking directs scent molecules toward this organ for a deeper chemical analysis, like switching from standard definition to 4K. 1 or 2 air licks near something unfamiliar? Pure sensory curiosity. Normal. Nothing to worry about. But here is the critical distinction. Persistent, rhythmic air licking throughout the day with no clear olfactory trigger is a documented symptom of nausea, acid reflux, or dental pain. The motion provides temporary relief from oral discomfort. It is also a known displacement behavior tied to chronic anxiety. 1 air lick? Curiosity. 10 air licks in an hour? Make the appointment. Behavior number 11. Why your dog sits with their back to you. Most people read this completely backwards. In canine body language, the back is the most vulnerable surface on the body. Turning it toward another individual is the highest possible expression of trust because it means you are certain, beyond any doubt, that they will not attack you from behind. When your dog sits with their back pressed against you, they are making the most profound statement in their entire social vocabulary. I trust you completely. You are safe. And there is a second layer. Facing outward, while their back is to you, means your dog is performing active protective surveillance on your behalf. They are watching the room, monitoring the entrances, so that you don't have to. The unspoken agreement? You cover my back, I'll cover your front. A dog that never turns their back to you is still watching you, still assessing. The trust isn't fully there yet. When it finally arrives, you'll recognize it immediately. Behavior 12. Why your dog licks you. We saved this one for last because it deserves the space. Allogrooming, mutual grooming between social animals, is one of the primary mechanisms through which mammalian bonds are formed and sustained across the animal kingdom. For your dog, it begins in the very first hours of life, before their eyes open, before they can regulate their own temperature. The mother licks the puppy to stimulate breathing, to circulate blood, to say, in the only language available, you are safe, you are loved, you are mine. That association, licking equals the safest, most loved moment of existence, is formed before the puppy can even see the world, and it never goes away. When your dog licks you, they are drawing directly from that foundational memory. They are grooming a member of their social group, creating a shared scent profile, marking you as belonging to the same unit as them, the same family. The targeting tells you even more. Face licking after you've been away is decontamination, the removal of unfamiliar scents you collected while you were gone, a return to known, a return to safe. Persistent licking of a specific area on your body is active medical assessment. Dogs have been clinically documented detecting early-stage cancers and oncoming diabetic episodes through what initially appeared to be simple affection. And then there is this, the behavior that started it all in the first days of a puppy's life, licking the mother's muzzle to request food, comfort, and reassurance. That behavior persists into adulthood. When your dog licks your face, they are, in a very real and documented sense, treating you as the most important figure in their world, the one they came from, the one they return to. That rough, insistent tongue is the oldest continuous language between your two species, a ritual of recognition that has been running for 15,000 years, through ice ages, migrations, wars, and every era of human civilization. And every single time your dog licks you, they are saying the same thing they have always said. You are my person. I know you. I choose you. 12 behaviors, 12 messages your dog has been sending you for years. Now, you speak the language. If this video changed how you see your dog, even one behavior, even one moment, share it with someone whose dog deserves to be understood. They exist in every family, every household. Drop a comment below with the behavior on this list that your dog does the most. We read every single one, and your answers genuinely shape what we make next. Subscribe and like if you haven't already. There is so much more to explore together. We'll see you in the next one.